Hey guys, my name's Craig Petty. On behalf of Alakazam Magic, welcome to Elf.
So Roman, it's coming up to Christmas.
It is.
And it's an exciting time of the year.
I can't wait.
Have you ever been to the North Pole?
No.
Well, me as a magician, I actually go to the North Pole quite a lot.
Yeah.
In fact, I know Santa.
Yeah?
And I'm going to tell you something about the North Pole. I'm going to give you some inside scoop on Santa and the North Pole.
Elf is a festive packet trick that's designed to not only give the spirit of Christmas, but blow your audiences away with magical moment after magical moment after magical moment.
Now, I've got these cards here. These look like, they're not playing cards, they're Christmas cards. You can see that because the back of the cards has Christmas trees on. Now, they're all the same, but except for this one. This one here is a stack of presents because there are so many presents in the North Pole, you wouldn't believe it. More presents than you could possibly feasibly imagine.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this card with all of these presents on and put them over there. We'll get back to it in a minute. Now, all these other cards, the backs are the same. It's not really important what the backs are. The important thing are the faces, and I'm going to show you the faces in a second, but the faces actually have pictures of elves on them. Now, if you've never been to the North Pole, you probably don't know this, but when you go to the North Pole, obviously elves play a big part in the operations that go on there.
Elf isn't just a single trick, it's a project. There are 4 routines on this project, along with a whole bunch of custom printed, gaffed, festive cards.
Now, there's actually 2 teams that you probably don't realise. There's 2 teams at the North Pole when it comes to elves. There's the red team and there's the green team. Now, the red team, they're responsible for present creation and distribution. So they work in the warehouse, and they're basically in charge of all of the machines to make sure that all the presents are made on Christmas Day. If the red team didn't do their job properly, there would be no presents. The green team are in charge of reindeer care. So they're responsible for making sure that the reindeer do what they need to do and are fed and looked after so they can literally fly on Christmas Eve. Now, I've got a whole bunch of elves here, and it doesn't matter how many I've got, but you can see that I'm alternating red elves, green elves, red elves, green elves, red elves, green elves all the way through. Let me explain why the reindeer are such a massive pain in the backside to Santa. The reason is they get distracted very, very easily, and they always like playing tricks on each other and on Santa. So let's just assume that Santa has disappeared out the warehouse for a bit, out the workshop. He's gone to have a hot cocoa with Mrs. Claus or something like that. He's busy, right? Okay. What will happen is they'll start playing this game where they're jumping around from one place to another magically. Yeah. Let me show you what I mean. If I take 4 of the elves and put them here, so I'll put a red elf and a green elf and a red elf and a green elf.
Yeah.
We'll pretend that this area here is the workshop where all the presents are made.
Yeah.
And then that leaves us over here, obviously, with 4 elves, the red elf and red elf and green elf. We'll pretend this is where the reindeer are kept, right?
Okay.
Here's what happens. This is what they'll do. They'll start playing tricks on each other, and they'll start, you know, like when you're a kid, you play tag?
Yeah.
They do like a magical version of tag where they're jumping around all over the place. Like, for example, if I just snap my fingers, it's happened. Did you see it happen?
No.
See, now over here, we've got red elf, red elf, red elf, red elf. We've got all the red elves here. Because you see, they jumped when you didn't see it. If the red elves are here, what do you think we've got over there?
The green elves.
Exactly, because they're jumping around all over the place. But Santa doesn't like this. He wants them to get back to work.
Yeah.
So if they hit, but Santa can never catch the elves. You know why?
Why?
Because when Santa walks back in to find out what's going on, they just disappear completely. Like, he'll go and check in the workshop where the presents are made. He won't see any elves. All there'll be there is presents and presents and presents and presents. There are no elves. There's nothing but presents. If he goes to check in the stables where the reindeer are kept, all that are there are reindeer and reindeer and reindeer and reindeer. There are no elves anywhere because they've hidden. When they saw him coming, they hid. And where have they gone? They've gone and hung out outside in the snow where all the presents are kept. And that is why Santa has such a nightmare all year round.
I'm even going to go through my naughty and nice routine, which is absolutely, categorically, the best and funniest version of Out of This World that you will ever see, and perfect for those Christmas shows. Now, these tricks are designed for family audiences, they're designed for kid shows, they're even designed for restaurants and corporates. Let's be honest, every year we get booked for Christmas shows, and every year we promise our clients that we're going to be theming our tricks for Christmas. Well, this year you can do just that. These tricks are easy to do, they're super magical. You can watch the tutorial and start performing them immediately. Guys, on behalf of Alakazam Magic, my name's Craig Petty, and welcome to Elf. Ho, ho, ho.